Alright, so I've been working with the LEDs a bit more, and so I've got an interesting program running here now. I'm going to restart it. So first we have our navigation lights that come on, then the random pattern of windows. Now you didn't quite see that, but that faded in. Then we'll do the nacelles. Then we'll come over here to these engines. These fade up, and then the strobes kick in. Good. Now I've been fiddling around with this a lot, and it occurs to me that this could I could fiddle with this, forever, and then I'm going to have to fiddle with it some more once the model's built. So I think it's time to leave this behind and get to work on the model. Alright, so enough fiddling with the lights. It's about time to get some physical work done on the model. So I'm employing a technique I picked up from TrekWorks on his channel, and that is, if you look at the plastic as it comes out of the box, it's very shiny. It almost feels greasy, a little oily, and I don't think that's going to take paint very well. And so the idea is you rough up the surface a bit with steel wool. It's nice and gentle. It doesn't take away any of the details. And inside where the windows are recessed, it leaves it in the original state. And so I think the way this is meant to work is when you hit it with the craft paint, which isn't particularly great for bonding the plastic, smooth plastic anyway. So the idea is it doesn't bond very well to the windows, it bonds to everything else, and then when you go through with a knife or toothpick or whatever it is you're going to use, it'll flake off where the windows are, but not everywhere else. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Just do a section here. There's little bits of steel wool all over the place. But already you can tell from where I was working that there's a specific reduction in the shine here. So I'm just going to keep working away like that. Let you know what I find. So one thing that just occurred to me is look how nicely this edge meets at the top and bottom. And I'm not going to have to use modeler's putty all around that and seal it in. In fact, it almost snaps together, which is nice because one of the things I want to attempt with this is once it's all built, I want to be able to open it if I have to get in there to address a burnt out LED or something like that. So that's going to be really sweet. A lot of this model fits together really well. I'm really happy about that. There we go. Yeah, it's almost snapped together. So a little bit about the Nemesis conversion kit that I got. A couple things that are improvements on. This is the original deflector housing and Captain Jot that comes with the model originally. But even in First Contact, this was never round. This was flat. If you remember the fight scene on the deflector dish, this wall back here was flat. So, and it has a much more detailed Captain Jot. But I gotta say, it didn't fit very well. There was a lot of flashing on here, This really took a lot of carving to get it to fit inside, which I can live with, and that's fine. Also, the nacelles on the back here. This is, let me see here. On the left is the original, and this is true to the first contact version. However, in Nemesis, I have a clip up here. We got a couple improvements. There's a phaser bank here, which we can see on this. It's not on that one. And we have these little struts, which are here and here. It is different than this one. I guess the struts are on both, but it is different. This one is a little further forward, and you can see there is quite a bit of spacing in here, maybe more than this one. I'm not real sure, but both of them though, and this is a big improvement over the Enterprise D. Both of these come in two pieces. So if I wanted to, I could just lay some wires, thin wires, right in there before I attach this, and it's almost as if they intended for that. I don't have to trench along the front edge and then putty it. It'll all be hidden. Even this conversion kit, I do have to do a little bit of trenching, but I can do it here where no one can see, and then cover it with this. So again, don't need putty to fix that. And the other piece, which is an upgrade for the Nemesis kit, let's see if I put the saucer section together. The original shuttle bay and whatnot is here. Right. Got once it's all in. This here seems a little disconnected. So if you look on here, in the Nemesis version, there is these big struts that come down here, follows this line all the way down. So that's what the new one has. These here, I do have to carve some away. The instructions do say I have to modify this a bit to make this fit in there, but there are the struts, and they tie into this line right here all the way down. So we are doing the Nemesis version.